The silly season is turning full swings left and right, and there isn't anything that should surprise us in the upcoming video. As if the season wasn't interesting enough, we saw de Vries' debut and him collecting 2 points in the first career F1 race, making himself more than an eligible candidate for an F1 seat. Although he was rumored to join teams like Williams, the team in which he scored his first career points, and Alpine, the team that would likely be the most attractive market for him, it seems like another possibility has emerged for him, and that is AlphaTauri. Is this a real possibility? Can de Vries join the Austrian team and then be paired alongside Verstappen from 2024 and beyond? Stick around with us to find out more. Nyck de Vries is a driver that has gathered so much momentum in the upcoming days, and with all the right reasons to do so. The 27-year-old Dutchman has been nothing short of phenomenal in the first career F1 race, and with him scoring 2 out of Williams' 6 points in the Constructors' Championship, it's all to play for when it comes to securing an F1 seat. However, even before his debut, the silly season was in full swing, and there were already so many rumors and debates about whether certain drivers will move to certain times. With de Vries joining this category of rumors and debates, it became evident that a couple of teams would be very good suitors for his capabilities. Williams has emerged as the first suitor, with Jos Capito, Williams' principal, having nothing but praising words for the youngster and his performance. He also elaborated about his future, saying that it's all in his hands, and that if de Vries wants to, there are some solutions that can be made. As he added, he did an absolutely outstanding job and I rate him extremely high. That's why my expectations are extremely high, and he overfulfilled these. It's so difficult to get in that car to race for 2 hours and do the qualifying and not doing any mistake and not driving on its own. He had to defend, he had to attack, he had to get lapped and not doing a mistake. Then he had to do the pit stop. It's just so complicated, and it's an outstanding job, said Capito, who also spoke about the contractual situations of de Vries. I don't know, you have to ask him what his contractual situations are. You've just seen how messy it can be, and we're not known for being messy. I'm not doing hypothetical things, so I'm only interested in facts. If the facts are there, then there might be solutions, finished Capito. On top of that, de Vries has been called into the Alpine test that will take place in Hungaroring prior to the Singapore GP, which is something that is leading us to believe that he may as well have a chance to suit up for Alpine. However, apart from him, the team will bring 3 more drivers, such as Hülkenberg, Dohan and Giovinazzi. Herta was also supposed to take part in the test, but it seems like the FIA has backed down from the super license granting thing, and that is why rumors have spread whether or not Nyck de Vries will join AlphaTauri from 2023 and beyond. This isn't going in the original narrative that Horner has placed in the public, as he said that if Herta isn't available for AlphaTauri to sign, then there is literally no need to bring another player due to the fact that Gasly is performing great. However, it seems like they are changing the narrative and the situation as we speak, since the talks with the American IndyCar driver Colton Herta have collapsed, and there is a high opportunity that the team will look forward to shipping Gasly to Alpine if they can get de Vries to replace him from 2023 and beyond. If you think about it, it does make a lot of sense. De Vries has scored his first points with Williams, a team that is not so good in the performance compared to AlphaTauri, and he was attacking the AlphaTauri of Gasly in Monza on a couple of occasions. If he can keep up this tempo, then it's no doubt that de Vries will be able to deliver top-notch performance to AlphaTauri, similar to what Gasly was able to do in 2020 and 2021. And he is a very close friend with Verstappen, and we've seen both of them hugging each other after de Vries' first points in his career. Why are we speculating on this? Well, de Vries was spotted with Helmut Marko in Graz, Austria, and it's very possible that both of them discussed the talks about a possible deal between the Italian team and Nyck de Vries. It's nothing new. AlphaTauri is known as the breeding ground for Red Bull talents, and that isn't something that should surprise us at all. Although drivers like Verstappen, Vettel and Ricciardo have joined Red Bull at a much younger age, that doesn't mean that de Vries shouldn't receive a change with the team, because he will be joining the Red Bull affiliate team at the age of 27. This means that de Vries will be able to conquer the Red Bull seat at the age of 29, which is altering from the principle of work, but it's not something that should be considered too much, given the fact that De Vries is an excellent driver. But how possible is this to happen? Aren't AlphaTauri eager to sign Colton Herta? After all, the popularity that Herta will bring in the sport is something that F1 should and was considering in the previous period. However, it's also become evident that the sport will protest this move largely, as Herta's granting a super license is something that won't sit well with other team bosses. Red Bull dropped its plans to run Herta in the Alpine test, and the team is now willing to let go of Gasly if the right opportunity comes along. And we believe that we don't have to reassure you that De Vries is more than the perfect solution for Gasly if the team is ready to move away from the 26-year-old Frenchman. When De Vries spoke about this matter, he said that he trusts the governing body to do the right thing, and that there are so many drivers that are currently with super license that are waiting on the sidelines. But what's even more interesting is that De Vries said that there is nothing much he can do in order to prove that he is made out of F1 material. He added, "I wouldn't build my future on solely hope and on the volatility of this paddock, but at the same time, it is a dream I'd like to fulfill, and I also think I deserve an opportunity. So I will be judging the opportunities carefully in the upcoming time, and then, decide what is ultimately best for my career. I don't have a management, not really officially as such, but time will tell. I don't know, it's out of my hands. It's not in my control. Obviously it's a dream and I think I would deserve a chance, but ultimately it's not up to me to decide driver lineup. I mean, I don't have to sell myself. I've won certain things, I've been given the opportunity to participate in some of the FP1s. I deserve a chance, but it's not always just about what you've shown or what you've done. You need a bit of momentum, the timings need to be right, there needs to be a place. It's just purely based on what you've done in the past." Finished De Vries. De Vries received huge support out of Verstappen prior to the race, and we've seen both of them hugging them after the race. Apart from Verstappen, it seems like De Vries is very close friends with many F1 drivers such as Hamilton and Verstappen. Nyck has asked Verstappen for a piece of advice prior to the race, and Verstappen said, "First of all, enjoy it and don't think or stress about it too much. I remember my first race in Australia 2015. It happened so quickly, but I think more broadly if you just tell yourself, we'll see what happens instead of really stressing about I need a good start or I need a good first lap, it's much better." You shouldn't think about that, and I think he handled everything really well. But yeah, it's nice. We know each other really well, so it was just a quick little motivation speech, said Verstappen. What do you think will happen next regarding the De Vries and AlphaTauri deal? Do you think that the Dutchman will be able to secure a spot on the Italian team? And do you think that it's finally time for Gasly to move away from AlphaTauri's environment? Let us know in the comments below.